Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How's everything out there? Today, we say good morning to all our friends out there, and the U.S. Constitution protects all lives matter, and their family members, and the ones who support the United States Constitution. We the people, for the people, by the people. Right now, I'm a little under the weather, but I'm going to be getting better. Surgery is definitely in the forecast, so I'll keep you tuned. The hospital yesterday, tests went good, but the test didn't come out too good, so they're concerned. They called the surgeons in, kept my butt in there. So, I mean, we're definitely getting the treatment that we need, which is compounding by the illegal surgical procedure that I had while at USP Allenwood in 2008 at Muncie Regional Medical Center, a contract facility in Muncie, PA. The individual surgical procedure really dealt me a blow as to where I couldn't have kids, and it possibly progressed cancer in my system. So therefore, I'm hoping for the worst and looking for the best. He says, the doctor wants to get this thing over with. They really damaged my spine when it comes to certain things in other areas. So therefore, we have a situation that, I've overcome everything. If I survived overseas while I was in the United States Navy, I could survive anything, especially back then. The unseen enemy was unseen, at least in Iraq, Iran, Saudi Arabia, all them places. You know who the enemy is because they're out in the open. But back then, everybody was supposed to be friendly. Saddam Hussein was supposed to be friendly, and look what he did to USS Stark. Killed how many? Over 24 United States Navy personnel. Very sad time in our country. But what is sad today is the fact that our money is given to a country that is supposed to be an ally. Now, how can you be an ally if your troops are donning the insignia of the third rank? We went to war with the Nazi Germany party, and so many U.S. Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines were killed from all fronts, Eastern Front and Western Front. It's sad. It is sad. And there is nobody challenging the fact that over 475 troops that were captured by Russia from Ukraine, nobody challenged that. And why? That is your constitutional right. Why are we giving U.S. tax dollars to a party that killed so many Americans, that committed genocide against the Jewish, Italian, and other ethnic groups during the war? This is wrong. And I believe it's a violation of Separation of Powers Act. Congress and the Senate needs to both come together, since this is the United States of America, not individual states. Well, that state's a Republican. Okay, well, they're Republicans. Let the Republican... No. This is the United States of America. We the people, for the people, by the people. Just like the same way in 2008, I was illegally arrested to be silenced by the Democrats. Joe Biden elevated that prosecutor to the chief U.S. attorney in the Southern District of New York. Can you imagine that? They prosecute an individual with false records. Prosecute. How did you get an indictment with false records? How? We'd like to know. The United States Constitution and FOIA is there because FOIA is filed. That case is Razzoli versus the Executive Office U.S. Attorney et al., where there is multiple defendants in the Washington, D.C. District Court before Judge Nichols, case number 22 CV 1597, which was served pursuant to Rule 4, Mailbox Rule, Houston versus Lack, United States Supreme Court. So therefore, they must respond. What is the conviction in U.S. versus Razzoli 12 CR 550 before Denise Coate still intact when it was based upon false and misleading information? Not even no DNA. Kevin Razzoli received a 30-month sentence for allegedly spitting on a U.S. Marshal. But members of the Black Lives Matter organization, who are attorneys and officers of the court, members of the bar, who threw gas bombs on United States soil into the vans or a van of the NYPD, which caused thousands of damage, and they got 18 months. Where is the continuity? Where is the justice system? Is it just for the Democrats? Is it because Kevin Razzoli backed Donald Trump in 2015? Is that why he was attacked also by the Jersey City Police Department? He founded Trump Hudson County in 2015. The same year, the Jersey City Police threw him down the stairs, causing bodily injury, which resulted in surgical procedures later on. Where is justice? Where is the justice system? We the people, for the people, by the people. But if you're allied with Barack Obama agenda, you can have what you want from the court system. And if you're not, you get the dirty end of the stick. Black Lives Matter members and a small group of Latinos joined together to attack the Italian American community and attack the Italian American icons, which is a hate crime. Joey Fama, in the 80s, from what I understand, if I'm not mistaken, was put in prison for 24 or 25 years for attacking an African American. The real estate was burned or whatever. I don't know the whole story, but I'm just getting the gist of it. Where is justice? Did Congress and the Senate investigate the indictment in U.S. versus Razzoli 12 CR 550, tried before Judge Denise Coate, where a corrupt defense attorney, Mitchell Dinestein, covered up numerous acts, refused to subpoena Valerie Caproni before she even was a judge, which should have been done, but Denise Coate denied such subpoena being issued. And the person who made Valerie Caproni a judge? Barack Obama. The same administration that Joe Biden belonged to that made Damian Williams the United States Attorney for the Southern District of New York. So therefore, we know the justice system and the Justice Department is corrupt in a lot of ways. Look at the COINTELPRO early on that they, applied to Kevin Razzoli, who won in the D.C. Circuit Court in Razzoli versus the Federal Bureau of Prisons, 230 Fed 3rd 371 D.C. Circuit, 2001. And then later on in the Third Circuit, you could see it 225 Fed Third 650. Third Circuit 2001. Dealing with false FBI reports, false FBI lab reports, false drug seizures, all to maintain and try to silence Kevin Razzoli, all because he refused to cooperate as a rat. So now we will see who the rats are behind the scenes when this comes out. The cover-up of Razzoli versus Black Lives Matter movement in the Southern District is rampant. 21 CV, 1443. You could see that. And you can see early on, Razzoli versus the City of New York et al. 16 CV, 7136, before Judge Schoenfeld. Another cover-up where false records were used. Indictments in the Bronx where 2 trials, false and misleading statements, and perjured testimony was averred before Judge Wang and Judge Collins in Bronx Criminal Court by ADA Gattuso from the Bronx DA's office. Where is this? Now people are getting, and they're letting them retire because they did a good deed for the Democratic Party. The Democrats prevail. Ben Poy came to the front gate and told Kevin Razzoli, a U.S. Navy veteran, to take his business someplace else. A licensed member of the United States Department of Agriculture under Title VII 499A, which such impediment violates federal law, which was brought forth in the case that was covered up, Razzoli versus the City of New York et al., 16 CV 7136, before Honorable Judge Schoenfeld. So again, we have a lot of proof that the Democrats are engaged in COINTELPRO. Now it's called the FBI SIA program. They utilize KSAC program members, which is New York State, people that they've compromised. So therefore, we are right on point. That's why they attacked Donald Trump the way they did using COINTELPRO. MK Ultra, trying to make the people believe, they're trying to brainwash them with falsehoods. COINTELPRO deals with the Trojan horse theory. That's why it was deemed illegal. You can look it up in Hobson versus Wilson, 737, Fed 2nd, 1 through 15, D.C. Circuit, 1987. Reversed and remanded, where the FBI was ordered to pay monetary damage over hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars because of their actions of allowing people to engage in physical conflicts and to create physical conflicts. That's why we have U.S. versus McIntyre and McIntyre, U.S. 336, Fed sub 2nd, I believe 447, District of Massachusetts before Judge Wolf, 2004, I believe. So again, it's well grounded of past and present actions. Thank you very much. And remember one thing, the U.S. Constitution umbrella protects all. All lives matter. All lives matter. So support U.S. Constitution, protects all lives matter. Thank you.